Christmas market.
It's big.
My goodness, it's like trying to drive through Haji Lane with two cars, bicycles and people walking all at the same time.
And even Haji Lane isn't this busy.
Yeah, it's a very narrow street, but somehow they managed to make it work. No one's throwing a hissy fit,
Except our driver.
tantrum, and we just try to navigate ourselves through this maze of streets. And people are just walking around. We're just driving by sidewalk cafes.
Because it's a Friday, so the people here dress very much more sharply. It's a more concerted effort in the way they look. The Italians are known to be very sharp dressers. You can see it, they're very stylish people. Even the displays in the shops, complete different feel from Germany.
The hotel we chose felt like a speakeasy. The door to the hotel was situated behind a food store, accessible by a passcode. There was no lift in this place, the corridors were rather narrow, and the place had a haunted vibe. After all the Bavarian food that we had the night before, this gives us a good reason to work our ass up. And we stayed on the 4th floor. For 100 euros a night, I expected something better of this hotel, but look at what I got. Everything looks budgety, but at least the view to the hotel is pretty decent. Well, decent enough for a boy who has only lived in a HDB block.
But not for me. I've lived on landed properties and in a condo.
Show off. Like the rest of the European countries, Bolzano have its fair share of old structure and new structure and lots of sights to behold. But what was really interesting is to see a family of crumpers, tall and short, hanging around taking photos with people. And then we arrive at Bolzano Cathedral, where we lit a candle and make the wish. And then we headed on to the Christmas market to warm our hands and our belly with mild wines, or glued wine as they call it here. Christmas market is a lot more extravagant than the one we saw in Germany. We ended the night at this highly recommended restaurant, Vogüle. This place is usually fully packed, but thankfully Simon had a reservation in advance. But to get to our food, we had to climb stairs. Again. But the climb was worth it because the food was extremely delicious. People were not wrong about rating this place very highly on their review. The food was amazing. We have different kinds of olive oils and other condiments that I've never seen in my life. I ordered the seafood linguine for about 18 euros, and the ingredients were very generous. There were mussels, clams, and this weird-looking prawn-like creature with pincers.
It's a yabby. And I had the pan-seared sesame-coated salmon, locally caught apparently, but I wasn't expecting it to have that buttered rice. And the Thai sweet sauce, nah, not for me. It was too Asian and there was a lot of tauge.
That sums up day one on Bolzano. Check out my next video where I drive a tiny ass car across the autobahn from Bolzano to Verona.